Starting really fucking late. Oh, I've been sick for the past week, basically. I'm still kind of sick, but a lot better. And I had some homework that was really screwing me. So, it took a while. It took a couple hours. Um, but, yeah, I'm just... Should be able to go for at least 3 hours. We'll see. Um, it's just those last 3 guys to get my... That's so weird. Playing this and playing Hades 2 at the same time. Yeah, whatever.
All that damage? That was nothing, pal.
Alright, let's see.
What's the worst that could happen?
The Elder Sigil shall never work for you, boy. Only a privileged few have unconstrained authority to traverse this realm, and you are not among them, I'm afraid.
I'm fond of running, thanks. Lord Zeus.
Zagreus, you have a clever mother in Persephone, a very clever mother, and a lordly father. They make quite the team, that's evident. True rivals for Hera and me.
Right, not really. Like, I mean, maybe Hera, but not you.
The might of the heavens.
Okay.
Back to dust.
I completely forgot I had that. Damn it. I guess it doesn't matter that much.
More numbskulls. Come, wretches.
Hades 2 is really fucking... I mean, both games are spoiling me in certain aspects. Like just being able to spam, dash in Hades 1, I always feel weird not being able to do it in Hades 2. And then the damn Omega attacks. And the busted boons in Hades 2 always... I always miss them when I'm in Hades 1.
Let's see what else.
Might as well. It's a bit of a... bit of a delay here. So what would that even be like? I don't know. I'm not risking
Let's
that.
go, Aegis.
I guess. I don't know. And then I play Hades 2 on keyboard. And then I play Hades 1 with the Switch controller.
That was the Lambent Plume.
So it's just kind of strange.
Going in.
You are expected here. The fates have much in store for you, O son of Hades. Perhaps, however, you can tamper with their weavings here to some extent.
Yeah, might as well. Let me see. Zeus. Is there anything I want from Ares? Don't think so. I mean, I guess Doom could be alright. But let's just go full Zeus.
Hey, lads. Stay dead. Short work.
She don't taking that damage, but whatever.
Electric.
Feels good to be back though.
Let's see if you can live through this.
I enjoyed my break. Streamed for like a month and a half straight, essentially.
Oh, this is trouble.
So definitely needed that break.
Fine, go.
Peace and quiet.
Yeah, let's try not to be dumb.
The plume. My boon from Master Chaos has evolved.
Okay. They really want me to get Ares for some reason. Oh man. Why did it? What?
Not quite.
That made no sense. Whatever, let's try to get the cast damage up.
What else? Look what I found. Got some zest.
I'm trying not to. I mean, both games are good in their own right, so I'm trying not to compare too much, but like it's hard since I literally just played like 2 hours ago. I just played Hades 2 2 hours ago. So it's hard not to have it fresh in my mind. Yeah. Oh man. It's like there's things that are better here in my opinion. There's things that are better. Of course I have no freaking
Should come
healing
useful.
for some reason. Do I even have? Right. 50%. It's only 8. I'm not keeping the damn plume. Like, I don't know why. I just forgot to take it off. I'm not even using the damn.
Could use the rod of fishing there.
Specials, but
Mine. Victory.
you know, at first, once I started playing
Hope I didn't keep you waiting,
Hades
ladies.
2, Hades felt a bit lackluster.
Finally, you're back. You
But-
won't get past me like you did last time. So I would like to see you try.
Once I started playing it on stream again, that kind of went away. I still think Hades 2 is better overall for now. I think it'll stay that way. Especially once like 1.0 comes out, but Hades is still an amazing game. Like, hey Aura, appreciate you coming by. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Even though I literally just played Hades 2. You know, I was just talking about, I don't know if you heard the whole conversation, so to speak. I was talking about how I'm playing Hades 2 right now, since it's in early access. And I've been kind of comparing them in my head. And like, at first, Hades 1 felt a bit like lackluster for me. But now that I've been playing it a lot more, it's kind of a bit more balanced for me. There's still stuff I like better in each game, but it's about the same, honestly. Okay, she keeps using this damn move.
Set.
Like, Hades 1 is just a lot more snappy. It's a lot more like hack and slash. Hades 2 is like it's a lot more methodical. There's a lot more planning. Oh my goodness, that damage. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people who wanted like Hades DLC, but I don't think that would really work that well.
Blood.
people wanted it to be like kind of a God of War situation where they go through all the mythologies and stuff. Like they wanted Norse mythology and like Egyptian. It's like those are decent ideas, I guess, but I think for right now what they're doing, I enjoyed a lot more. I can't say how those ideas would have went, but yeah, no. I mean, it's a great game. There's just so much in mythology to not make a sequel. So I don't blame them. And you can tell that they really care about the world and the characters and everything, which I'm glad. Like, I'm glad they're not just doing it because it's popular, which a lot of people think that that's why they should have. But like, they should do the stuff that they're passionate about, or else it just becomes, cash cow. And I don't want to see them do that. Because I don't know how familiar you are with Supergiant, but they're like literally my favorite dev team, and I don't really keep up with like development studios at all. But like, I've played literally every single one of their games. I've beaten every single one of them.
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Like, I've beaten every single game except for Hades 2 since it just came out. And I don't usually do that. For, I just play a game and then I like, it's whatever, but
Try a different one.
yeah, I think I mean, all of them are essentially Hades. They all have like the same isometric kind of 3D, kind of hack and slash feel, except for like Pyre and Transistor. Those are a bit more strategy. Like Transistor's turn-based. It turn-based is an optional. It's clearly intended combat style, but you can just attack normally in Transistor. And then Pyre is a bit more like sports, cooperative. It's a bit more story-based. It's got some combat, but it's a lot more about the characters and stuff. I think it's all the games are good, honestly. But they're not for everybody. I know that Transistor and Pyre are the least favorite for a lot of people. People really Bastion and Hades, I think, are the most popular of the ones because they're just kind of the hack and slash, destroy everything, which is fair.
Go with that one.
Yeah, Transistor was my first game from them. I mean, in the sense of like, because in this you have like multiple dashes, but in Hades 2 you only have the one dash, and you have a sprint now, so it's a bit less like. Here you can just kind of spam the dash, and I feel like the combat is really based around dashing and then attacking immediately, because your attack is different when you have a dash attack. So it's really based on those like kind of combos. But in Hades 2 they changed it so that it's a lot more. There's a lot more planning you have to do. You still have to think, you still have to think in Hades 1, but there's a lot more. Your mistakes are a lot more costly, let's just say. So enemies have like longer attack patterns, and like the way they attack, it's a lot more tuned to the sprinting. So you can't just like dash out the way for every single attack. You have to really figure out the patterns, and then you still have iframes for the dash, but the cooldown is a lot longer, and you can't get a second one like in this game. Yeah, exactly. And then they changed up, like they put a system with like magic.
Let's try it.
And like it has a charge up, so it's a lot more damage, but you have to really, you have to know that, like you said, you have to know that you can get that attack in, so it's not just spam the attack button and spam the dash. it's still fast paced and everything. It's not like it's suddenly super different, but I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy both styles, but it definitely takes some getting used to, especially since I have like 200 hours in this game. I think a lot of people are also.
Time for a boost.
Some people like really hate it, which is fair, because like it's pretty different once you like it took me at least a good 10 to 15 hours to really get used to it and like really remember that they changed it up.
My professional associate, the fearsome boatman on the river Styx. You got to know him pretty well in all of this, right, cuz? Hard getting through to him, I know, but his heart's in the right place. It's why I'm working with him after all this time.
Nice. Oh man. Pokemon. I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it. I might have been talking with you about it, but I'm just not experienced with it. Seems alright. I'm just not really. Could just get that. Yeah, that works. Whatever. Pokemon's a lot more of a game that I just enjoy watching. I haven't really gotten super deep into it. And I also, I think it was you I was talking to. Like, I don't really want to give Nintendo my money if I can help it, because I just don't really like their business practices. But oh shit.
Load it up.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think I was talking with someone else about Pokemon as well, so I wasn't sure if it was the same conversation. Kind of hard to keep track sometimes. Okay, man. Yeah, because we were talking about Xenoblade. And then we went into... What, about Pokemon or about Nintendo as a company? Or both?
Rewarded.
You know, because you mentioned Xenoblade, and then we started talking about Nintendo and stuff. And then I think it switched over to Pokemon at some point or something like that. Yeah, I'll just go full on with the cast. Huh. Should probably get some health here.
On to the next one.
Because I am taking more damage because of the aspect I'm using. Was it like
Charon must be nearby.
10% more damage? Which is a lot and a little at the same time in this game.
Good.
Do I want to risk? You know what?
Charon won't mind, will he?
Let me just be dumb here. I have the shield. I have a lot of damage.
Sorry.
I'm used to fighting him. Let's just...
Come on, let's have another go of it.
Okay, man.
Who are you?
Okay. I'm gonna have to read that in a little bit. Oh, fuck you, Charon. I'm gonna lose Death Defiance here. Okay.
Oh, that hurt.
I kind of saw your message, but I don't have the brain power to process it right now. Okay. Okay. Goodness gracious. I don't know if this was worth it. I hope it was. Holy shit.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. And from what I know, at least I've only heard like bits and pieces. Of like the stuff they've done, but like at least with like Power World. I don't know if you know the stuff that's going on with Power World right now, but like the stuff they did with that, with like the patents and stuff, I think that's fucking bullshit. In terms of like the legality, it's technically something they can do, which I think is really, I don't. Yeah, no, I agree. I think unless they're actually violating copyright, like straight up just putting Pikachu in their game or something, I just think it's a bit bullshit to be like, hey, that's our stuff. It's like, that's not, like, at that point, how many fucking Hollow Knight clones are there that, like, aren't really clones? How many Celeste, like, how many Mario clones are, like, how many games would not exist if developers were like, hey, we did that concept first, you just changed it a tiny bit, fuck you, that's ours. It's like, I just find it so greedy. And I agree. I just think it's like, if it's a good game and it's not like completely ripping you off, like as long as they have a decent amount of originality, they're not just like painting something a different shade and just calling it a day. Because like there's so many games where they say, we're inspired by Zelda, we're inspired by Celeste, we're inspired by this, but like they put their own spin on that.
That's a deal.
And like I don't see the problem with that. Like, you don't own a concept. I think that's such a stupid fucking thing. Like Pokemon, I mean, there are Pokemon clones that have like where you collect monsters and they're clearly inspired by Pokemon. Like Pokemon wasn't even the first fucking game to come up with that concept in the first place. They're just the popular one. And yeah, no, like there's just so many Nintendo fanboys who like shitting on Power because supposedly they use AI, which they have no proof of. Like no one's ever proved that they use AI. The freaking one of the devs just like liked AI on his fucking Twitter, and so they just use that as like their evidence, which I find really fucking stupid. But oh my goodness,
Lord Uncle Zeus.
that was just
Olympus.
the image I have is crazy right now. But yeah, no, it's just, I just find it so ridiculous. And even without that, like, they never put their fucking games on sales. Like, every single game I see from them is $60 up, and they do like a 10% off sale, like, once a year for like 2 weeks, and then that's it. Like, they're just a bunch of greedy assholes, honestly. And their games aren't that good, if I'm being honest. Like, it's just a franchise, like any other fucking big company. They made a couple good games in the past, and they just kept churning them out. Like, how many fucking Mario games are there? How many Pokemon games are there? How many Zelda games? And it's like, I'm not gonna say they don't have some classic games, but I don't think they're as good as some people are claiming they are. It's just you played, fucking Pokemon when you were 7 years old, and now you buy it every time they come out with a new one because you're fucking 30 now and you're riding nostalgia. Like, shut up. You're a loser, honestly. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not saying you can't like games that were in the past or some shit like that. Like, I get nostalgia, but like they ride or they love it so much. Like, they can't be critical at all. Like, that's what bothers me. Like the game you want, but at least admit that it's not that good. At least admit that they have scummy practices. Like the amount of Nintendo fanboys I've seen, especially with like Pokemon and Zelda and stuff like that, it's just like you have no life, honestly. And it's kind of fucking sad. Like there's something wrong with you, honestly. It just, I don't know. I just don't understand fanboying that hard that you just don't see any sort of nuance in anybody, especially with the power and stuff. Like everybody was shitting on it, every single person. If you even dared be neutral about it, you were like this evil person. And people don't really talk about Power Word anymore, but it was such a shit show on Twitter and Reddit and everything. Like everybody was hating on it. No, that's just how I get usually. It just pisses me off. We could get into that if you want. I just, like, I'm not gonna pretend like they're not towing the line a little bit. I'm not gonna say that they're, just because I don't like Nintendo, that they're not in the wrong to a degree. But I don't think, like you're saying, like it's different enough that it's not really copyright infringement, in my opinion. But there's enough different there in the game that it's not just Pokemon. And it's like, how many other games are there that are literally just Pokemon with a different twist? You know, I just, there's so many out there, but people are just shitting on Power because it got popular. You know, that's literally the only reason. If it was just some random game that nobody saw, it would never be on the radar. Like no one would care. You know, that's just the truth. Because there's so many games that are literally just Pokemon. Oh yeah, no, that's the thing. Is like, in terms of the Asian fandoms, they are like as bad as some of the Western fandoms are. The Asian fans go insane. The like, it's essentially a hive mind. I've seen some comments. They act like you murder their entire family if you talk shit about the stuff they like. It's actually wild. I understand it to a degree, but it's like, what? It's crazy. Whatever. But just like, even in general, caring so much about a fucking video game, I think, for me, what I care about is common fucking sense. That's what gets me pissed off, when people just do stupid shit and it's like, you're just saying shit to say shit. But it's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And another thing about the Asian fans, I think, is like, they're very much on the legalistic, you know, by the law, the letter of the law and all that stuff. It's like, I don't think they really like stuff like copycat games, even if it's technically like legal. Like, they're very much on that side of things. It's something I've noticed.
Slowing down.
Which makes sense, but it's like, come on, man. Who cares? That's the thing, is like, Nintendo has enough money. Like, they're not some starving indie studio that needs to be doing all this. I'm not saying don't protect your assets. You know, someone's legitimately just ripping you off and stealing your stuff.
Power of Olympus.
You know, more power to you. Get their ass. I fully support that, but they just, they're just tyrants essentially. Like, that's what bothers me.
Extra blessing.
There's like I said, there's no nuance. There's no like, let's actually see the context of what's going on here, and figure out,
She's at the discount.
you know, what lines we should do, like draw the line somewhere at some point. No, it's just, nope, you got too close, you're done for. And they got enough money to, you know, destroy anybody. So,
Pleasure doing business.
what is with these fucking names? Sectarian strategist. What is that even supposed to mean? These bots are weird, man. I don't know anybody who would actually name their, you know, name themselves that. I have not been using.
I'll take this one.
My special at all. Yeah, no, let me just go all the way.
Lerner, you really didn't have to reconstitute yourself just for my sake.
Oh my goodness. 900. What was that? Holy shit. This is insane. Okay, man.
I'm out.
Okay. Took a bit more damage than I wanted to
That's
there,
all the
but
heads.
I think that's the best I've done in the past couple of attempts. Thank you. I don't know why. I've beaten this boss like 1,000 times and he still gives me trouble for
Go
some
on
reason.
and try.
Keepsakes hold power.
It's really the damn lava that messes me up most of the time. Just trying to get the legendary. I mean, I could get the, I guess, lightning rod. Yeah, no, it ramps up the difficulty for sure. I don't do well with area denial in games like this. I think it's really one of the most cheap ways of raising the difficulty, and I will die on that hill. I think it's just I think it's annoying. Like, it just pisses me off really, but. I guess I'll just switch to
Damn
Artemis.
it, can't get that.
Okay. I'm off by literally 6.
Should I take the trade?
Do I even need this? I'm not
There's
using that.
one. Oh, well done. Yes.
It's also just weird switching from keyboard and mouse to controller. I'm still getting used to the Switch controller. I got the Pro controller. It's pretty good, but I'm such a noob with the controller. It's just I'm not used to it. I just grew up WASD like basically my whole life.
Your mind.
That's kind of an excuse, but like it's partly true. In general, I'm just no. I don't know how I used to the regular Joy-Cons before getting it. I didn't really play on Switch that much. But I mean, now that I switched a couple of times, I switched back to use the Joy-Cons. It feels so small in my hands. Like it's just kind of gross, honestly. And this was only like $30, I think, compared to the other ones that I saw on Amazon that were like 70. So, pretty good quality.
Not too heavy.
Yeah, and I played on Xbox for a while, but like it's mostly my brother's Xbox.
Am I interrupting?
And like we were broke, so I didn't really have games to play on it, and I wasn't allowed to play like the violent games he was playing until I was like 14. So I mostly just play demos on the Microsoft Store. So like I was mostly just watching him play his Call of Duty games and shit. So I would just be on the computer playing my browser games. Okay. And then I got Steam. How did that? That didn't make sense to me. It blocked even though I was behind. 1,200 is actually crazy to me.
You want to make it out of there? My rooms are just about the only way to go.
Gotta charge my computer. Like it's just not available on the. That sucks.
Yeah, might as well.
It sucks, especially when you realize something old that you used to enjoy is like no longer available anymore. Or like it's a shitty version. That
Disappointing
sucks.
for these so-called champions.
Excellent.
Yeah, I don't even have 200 health here. This is kind of bad. Okay. I don't know why there's lag. Okay. I'm gonna need to get this. Yeah, let me close some tabs. Yeah, I don't know why I even have these open. This should be better. But yeah, no, that sucks. I've only seen that a couple times. But I know, there's certain situations where it's like you just want your stuff to be off the internet forever, or there's certain like monetary, like games that die off and like the dev team can't afford to keep the servers online for like multiplayer games or something. Like that makes sense to me, but something like that where like there's nothing at all and it was like probably a single player game, I'm assuming, like, that's just a bit unfortunate. But what can you do, really? Alright, I think that should be better. Hopefully. Okay. Okay, still a bit of lag for some reason, but sometimes I breeze through these rooms, other times it just is such a tedious pain in the ass. That just sounds weird, honestly. 29. Do I even want Poseidon? I'm trying to see what duels I can get. I mean, I really only have Zeus. And I don't want Poseidon. Give me something else. Can I please get Zeus? Guess I'll take Athena.
Come forth and be swatted, deadly butterflies.
I mean, yeah, but conventionally it just sounds weird. I mean, of course it's not grammatically incorrect, it's just in terms of what people use, it makes no sense. Oh my god, I'm getting mental. Nope. Fucking yikes. Stupid butterfly, man. Of course, it misses everything.
Set.
Yeah. I mean, shit, I barely fucking know the language myself. It's my first one. Okay, that somehow hit me.
I shall not keep you, Zagreus, except to offer you some of my power to improve your chances of escape. Now quickly choose and go.
Yeah, no, I forgot the saying, well, like, English is like 3 languages in a trench coat, pretending to be one, or something like that. It's like so many mixes of words and stuff that just isn't consistent, stuff that just sounds weird. It's just ridiculous, honestly. I took so much damage there. But yeah, no, I don't. These fucking. Shield guys are getting on my nerves. You know, if I didn't have this aspect of the shield, this would be a lot more annoying. Dude, why are they so fast? Am I actually gonna lose another Death Defiance here? No. Get over here, you piece of trash.
Feeling stronger.
Okay, man.
Beats dying.
I'm gonna be. Oh, actually, no, it's Athena. What am I talking about? This is gonna be
Looks like I've got a choice to make.
easy.
I am most grateful.
I mean, I say that, but yeah, and I need this right now.
If this is your idea of humor, Zacharias,
Shut your
I need
mouth,
to do this,
please.
Athena.
I don't know who you're aiming at, Athena, but clearly need to work on that. Okay.
It's regenerating.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
let's continue on already.
Please stop talking.
The shield of light.
I'd really appreciate.
Come on, you.
Getting to see Patroclus. I already know they're not going to be nice enough. So let me have that. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Good for the health.
Oh, wow, they're actually nice enough to do this. Is it gonna be?
Hey, that's a kid.
Well, not for you, pal.
I don't even like to think about what I'd have done.
Oh, finally.
The war would have gone differently then, I suppose.
Why, look who.
I thought we might run into you, but
Oh,
strange to see you face to face out here, lad. To see this place myself, I still can't quite believe any of this.
oh man. This took forever. I mean, I still need to
He really can't.
actually get
Though I
them.
keep telling him it's true. Nothing's accomplished without risk, isn't that so? But we, of course, have you to thank, stranger. Our troubles needn't have been your concern.
I mean, Achilles is my boy, so why would I not help him out?
Nonsense, sir. You're my friend. And Achilles. I don't know where I would even be if not for you.
Well, no need to get emotional, is there? We Myrmidons, we're not the sentimental type. Achilles is simply on break, is all. From a demanding job. You've a demanding job as well, so here,
All
my
right,
customary gift.
sure. Did I lose my last Death Defiance?
Here,
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Can I give a gift right away? No, I can't. 'Cause of course not. Screw me. They're right there, man. Like, at least let me give it to Patroclus, man. Whatever. Yeah, nah. Everything about it, like, all, well, 5 games now, right? Bastion, Transistor, Pyre, Hades, Hades 2. Yeah. All 5 games. 10 out of 10 music. 10 out of 10 visuals. 10 out of 10 voice acting. Like,
Thank you, mate.
it just, there's no dev team that I've seen that like actually puts in the time and effort to all the games. I just very rarely do I see a game strike my fancy and then I look at the other games that the team has made and I like all of them. That just doesn't happen.
Shocking.
All right. But yeah, no, not only the music, but like the singing, and every single one of the games has singing too, and all of the songs are good. I mean, the singers are always fucking top notch, and it's just it's one of the few like dev teams that like I actually kind of fanboy about. And like I'm a cheap ass, so I don't like buying games for full price or games that are like $30 or more usually. But I bought Hades 2 the second it came into early access, but I wasn't able to play it because my computer was just too shit at the time. And then I bought it like a couple months ago for full price. Cause I like it was like 5 in the morning, and I saw it came into early access. It had just come out like that day, and I was staying up, and I was just like, I need to buy it right now. And that doesn't happen for like any game ever. So yeah, no, this is one of my favorite. Okay. Oh my goodness. I almost feel bad. I actually melted him. Okay.
That's one champion unseated. Hello, supportive shade.
That was almost unfair, honestly. Almost. Hmm.
I can do this again.
Appreciate it. I mean, yeah, the build I have right now, because I have a stronger version of the weapon, so that's really what's carrying me right now. Because the amount of damage I'm doing right now is actually diabolical. I kind of feel bad, but not really.
Why not?
Why is it still not giving me the damn? It's not giving me the freaking. How would I want that? Can I get Zeus, please? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I can get. I'm hoping I can get. Well. Man.
Okay. Shiny.
A dual boon here, but we'll see. Okay.
Lady Artemis.
Oh, it's whatever.
I'll make every strike count.
It's only 4% for a critical, but I think it's decent enough.
My fate is mine.
Thank you.
Let's see what's in here.
Okay, that's just disgusting. Okay. For now, I'd have to say Pyre. Because I just recently beat it on stream. But they're all at least 8.5. I think the lowest is probably 7.5. And that would be Bastion. But even then, it's still a really good game, especially for their first game. But you know, Pyre just had everything: the music, the songs, the combat, the story, especially. I think that's what.
There it is already.
That's what drew me in.
Get enough of this stuff.
Okay, man. Are you seriously doing this to me right now? I guess it's just RNG. I have 2 of the requirements. I still haven't gotten it. Whatever. But yeah, no. Hades 2 will probably overtake it by a bit once it's out of early access. But like, at least in terms of the story for now,
One status act coming right up.
and like the lore,
It's on offer here.
I think
I'll take this one.
Pyre is really up there. It's one of the more underrated ones, I think.
Sata tunnels.
One of the ones people don't really pay attention to much.
Something else.
But I think it's one of the better ones.
Ready.
And I completely forgot I just got the freaking the Satyr sack, honestly. No, whatever. I have enough damage for it to not really matter that much. Okay.
Not now.
Okay, man. That's a bit rough.
Heading back. Could check the other passageways before I go.
Probably
Some ball
shouldn't.
boy, Huh?
Ah,
Cheers, mate. I'm all worked up. There. A fine catch.
well, whatever. Really wanted to get the
Vigilant Cerberus.
legendary.
See you, boy.
Yeah, any game that has fishing is automatically a 10 out of 10. Obviously joking, but honestly, any game that has fishing minigames usually just better than, I don't know, like just having that simple mechanic there. I feel like there's just something about that and having a better game in general. Alright. That's just what I've noticed for some reason. I think it's not really a solid theory, but for the games that I've seen that have fishing, there's just something to them.
One less bit of business to take care of then.
I've never actually
Not one of my overseers managed to stop you again. Must I do everything myself?
Is that the one that's the MMO? There's so many Final Fantasies, I don't know what the heck any of them are, honestly. I know 7 and I know 13. That's about it. Okay, that was pretty close. Right, 14 is the MMO. Yeah, now I remember.
I think not. You think I shall go easy on you, boy?
It will be odd of you to start right now.
You know, I think you're right.
Why, thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's
I
finish
think
this
I'm
then.
the one who needs to go easy on you. I don't think you need to worry about me.
Blasted.
What do you mean? Ah, shit.
You wait right there.
Oh, you.
Oh, fuck you.
No, you fall, blast you.
Holy shit.
Go back.
Oh, man.
I must admit, you learned something at some point in all this.
Well, no, he's the final boss for this one. Like, just in general.
Quite strong.
But no, there's a different final boss. He's not a boss at all. For Hades 2, that's not even a spoiler. It's literally in the trailer. You gotta defeat Kronos. It's just a completely different lineup, which I like. They have enough there that's like the same, but not so much that it feels like there's enough that it feels like a different game, but there's enough of the framework that's already there that it feels good. So if you like this game, you like the second one, but there's enough that's different to freshen things up, in my opinion. People have their opinions and stuff. I've seen some, like I said, like the sprinting, some people just really despise it, and like how the different weapons and such. But I don't know, I feel like you're playing a completely different character. Like, it's not going to be the same thing. I like how they changed it up, at least. I think it'd be pretty boring if they just had the same stuff, but like, I don't even know what they would do with it, honestly. But yeah, I mean, this is really the only frame of reference for a Hades game, because it's the first one. So I get people comparing it and being like, oh, that's just how it works. When you have a sequel, you're gonna compare the two games and stuff, but I didn't even use the freaking call. Four streak. It's the bow that I still have. It's the spear that's still at 30, even though I have the most clears with it, and the only one the most heat with it. Then it's the bow with 28. That's the rail. Well, the rail with 25 makes sense actually, but the shield being 24, it's kind of strange. It's not that strange, I guess. I'm not that good with it, honestly. I didn't use it special at all. Like, not a single bit.
Ventured successfully much farther than before. The surface-seeking prince encounters setbacks far too hideous to be described. No!
Please, everybody, hold your applause.
Appreciate. Oh, I think this is a more stuff with Hypnos. Nice.
Would you look at that, Hypnos? Care to repeat to me the unsolicited advice you just now offered, now that Zagreus is here?
No, I think this might not be it. For his favor, anyways. Go on.
Oh, well, it is my custom to give pointers to our visitors who come in voluntarily because I do pick up a lot of bits and pieces talking here to everyone about, dying.
Zagreus. He told me that I ought to evade more of your attacks next time. So you just watch your back out there because I know your secrets thanks to Hypnos here.
I love how she plays along instead of like being a bitch about it. I don't know. She is a bitch. Like let's not be, let's not lie. But I like her. I wouldn't think that she would play along with his ridiculous advice. But the dynamic is just so. I just love it, honestly. I don't know.
Great.
It's just very charming.
Finally returned.
Is Achilles here, or am I gonna have to? Yeah, do another run. Whatever. At least I got the pet Cerberus.
Oh, please.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be for, but yeah, it's just.
I must admit, that was a job well done back there.
At least in terms of the RNG, it can just screw you over a lot of the time. And it's just very irritating.
Please keep me well apprised of all of your incredible achievements, Zagreus.
Some water-dwelling beast for you, good chef.
I was messing around with the VTuber stuff, but
value.
honestly, it feels good to have the cam back on. I think I'll switch back and forth as I feel like it. Because honestly, they're just both good, in my opinion.
Welcome, my son. Tell me something, Zagreus. Sometimes I fear. Do you hate him? I mean your father. Regardless of his intentions. It sounds as though he made your life extraordinarily difficult. All his pent-up fear and anger. You bore the brunt of it.
Yeah, no, I was just explaining. Because, especially since I had to take a break since I was sick for the past week. I don't know. There's something about. It was fun to mess around with the PNG stuff. I'm still gonna get into it. It's more just something that's developing, something I'm experimenting with. It was nice to not have to really care. Cause I'm not super insecure about it, but it is sometimes annoying where to be aware that people can see my expressions, and I have to be like, I have to kind of think about it. But then on the flip side, there's a added like immersion to it, and you can see my expression. You know, you could see how I'm feeling, all that stuff. It's not the same thing to just hear someone and like see their face and hear their tone and everything like that. So it's a double-edged sword.
Do I hate him? Mother, I don't know that I hate anybody, really. The tales of him and the Olympians rending their immortal Titan parents to bits. I can't relate to how they must have felt. But I resented him for sure. And I don't know if I'll ever get over that entirely.
I understand. I think that when Hades told you he asked no forgiveness, he understood as well and meant it. Well, for all his failings, I'm thankful that he did not teach you how to hate. For your own sake, if not for his.
Sometimes I think he tried.
Well, I mean, considering how the other Olympians are, I'd say it's not a really great feat, but he's better than them as a parent and as a husband and as a person.
Something inevitable I can do.
Yeah, I don't have. This last one is 2,250. Not that far off, actually.
All right.
27,000. All right.
About time you showed up.
There's really nothing here to do. I mean, it's really just finding Patroclus, finding Achilles, and giving him the damn ambrosia at this point. What do I want to do? Alright. Sounds good. Do I want to get a Poseidon build? I think I do. Poseidon build with the bow. Does that sound good?
Into your past.
It's just one more. It's 2. And then it's 3. So it's just 5. There's 12 more runs. And then there's Hypnos, but I'm pretty sure that'd be like probably 2. I could probably easily get those 2. I mean, I have 36.
Miss me room?
So I just leave 8, something like that.
I'll take it. Reduce that Titan blood. You trying to fleece me here?
I mean, I'll just leave 10,
I'll buy the
just in
Titan blood.
case.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because the companions is like, yeah, whatever.
test the bond between us. The pure essence of celestial Sharanga.
What's all that racket over there?
Our bond grows stronger. I see you.
Still a lot I need to get. Yeah, 2 more for the
Come, Sigius.
yeah, still a lot. 1 for the sword, 2 for the spear, 2 for the shield, 1 for the bow, 2 for the fist. It's like at least
I've returned.
70. Like I've got all the hidden aspects maxed out at least. Welcome back. Man, that's a lot of... Actually, yeah, no, I think it's pretty good.
Right.
Alright. I think that's pretty good.
Alright, I'm back.
This could be annoying, but let's try it out.
Worst, Father.
Nice to see my brothers getting on again, just like old times. Well, not exactly like old times, and come to think of it, there always was a bit of tension there between those two, but still, it's better than before.
Right. Ooh. Yeah, why not? Try and get something good with chaos.
Let's see.
Let us conspire to expand and frustrate your Lord Father's sense of both what is and is not possible within his underworld.
Yeah. I mean, Poseidon is... I mean, he's a jackass, but it kind of fits his... I guess how he... It fits the mold, I think. 80% like damage. It's really a cast build. Okay. Okay, man.
Right there. How about another?
Yeah, let's just...
You again.
bullshit sometimes.
A centaur heart. That ought to keep me going for a bit.
Yeah, might as well get trippy shot.
Nothing. Lord Dionysus.
Zag, I heard that Orpheus, he found his missing bride. Why, isn't that the sweetest thing, isn't it, man? I'll drink to that, and I think so should you.
Of course, they don't want to give me it.
Cheers to that.
Oh, whatever.
You lads again, huh?
Good nephew, I return once more to lend to you my power. I'd like to see your discontented father try and stop you now.
Right. This dude. There is always the duo. Does it work with the dash? Yeah, it does. There's really nothing else there that I really want to. I mean, the main thing is that they don't get fucking stunned at all. Which pisses me off.
Taking these.
Oh, man. How are you gonna do this to me?
Should help keep me going. Quite the bow. Here, fishies. That's a bite. Got me a knucklehead. Good night. More.
Alright. Appreciate the Lord. Fucking yikes, man. Oh, man. Don't really have enough health. Yeah. So whatever. This could be a mistake.
is the gratitude I get.
Yeah.
Don't take it personally, Dionysus.
Okay, let's say we're settled up now, Zag, and go on being best mates just like before, yeah?
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
Okay.
Who's going to clean all this up?
There we go.
Cool.
Hello, Fury Sisters.
How many times is it going to take, Red Blood? How many? Tell me, how can you stand running into me like this over and over?
She's all pissed.
Well, habits can be hard to break. As for how many times, I've really no idea. Though I guess there's one way to find out.
I'll give you one thing. I like it when my prey bites back. Come on, let's see some blood again.
Father.
At least the Fury sisters are on better terms.
Okay. Heading up. Got it. May I help you? Olympus, I accept this message. What else we got? Get me out of here. Lord Poseidon. More coming then. Olympus, I accept this message.
Okay.
Time to make some changes around here.
Whatever. Wanted some health, but guess not. is that? Absolute bullshit. Come on, get out of here. Get away from me, stupid piece of trash. Can't afford to go there right now. I don't even have close to 200.
Guess I get a break.
we're doing great here thanks to you. You take care, hon.
Okay.
Thanks
As
again.
long as it's a bit confusing. I might have to cut the stream short if it's gonna keep being like this.
Should come in useful. fields of Elysium.
More chariots.
More, huh? Coronach grows stronger. Loaded. There he is.
Another message for you, cuz. This one says, "Hey mate, if you ever do make it up here on this mountaintop for whatever reason, we should hang out, alright? I can show you around. Your friend, Hermes."
Time to go. Regenerating.
I hate how they can turn around so fast. Chariots feel like such bullshit, man.
Farewell for now, sinister ball of butterflies.
Well,
That blasted god. I hope that he is treating you with every due respect. Well, look who.
finally give you
Here, sir. The drink of the gods themselves. Thought maybe you would like to try it. Just a small token of my appreciation for your selflessness with me time after time.
You'd give the precious gift of ambrosia to someone like me, stranger? A gloried thing like that? Why bother? I should be just another shade to you.
Well, you're not. You're someone I look forward to seeing here in Elysium, which is more than I can say for just about anybody else around here, so please, enjoy it. Perhaps with Achilles.
Well, perhaps I'll try. You're not so bad, you know that, stranger? Careful with that, or you'll undermine the ruthless reputation that you have.
Right. Wouldn't want to do that.
Achilles has returned to work for now, but waiting for him, knowing he'll return, rather than waiting for the sake of it, for nothing. Such a different feeling, stranger. I'd forgotten it entirely, I think.
I'm happy for the both of you. So, is everything all right then? The circumstances under which you were separated in life. It's unimaginable, really. How does one move on from a thing like that?
I mean, you got the rest of your existence. I think. They got eternity to talk about it.
Anger fades, I guess, stranger. Even the famous anger of Achilles. Anger burns hot, then burns out. What's left is a dull ache, but underneath it, there was something else. It felt as though, well, I was still alive. That feeling, it's worth holding on to. Don't need it anyway.
Thanks.
Let me just not be dumb here. Nice. Come on.
I can use this. Change of plan.
Oh, whatever.
More long spears.
Oh.
Who's next? How many more of these are there? Set. Olympus, I accept this message. Come to me, fishies. Right there. It's a card.
Let's see who's better at this, Zagreus. All in Elysium should know of us by now.
I know, right?
I'm not even gonna give me a damn health. Oh, usually don't give two. Surprising.
There is no greater pleasure in Elysium than vanquishing the likes of you.
Oh, I'm actually dying here. Oh my fuck.
You're next. Much too close.
That wasn't happening.
Oof, turns out I can like Theseus even less.
Such a shame. You altered one of my own pacts, not so much as seeking my consent, undoing terms that were agreed upon. Do you intend to undermine everything in this house, boy? Or only me?
Only you, father. Good thing I've inherited some of your fate-given authority being your son and all. Otherwise, some of your most loyal subjects would be bound by exploitive terms for eternity.
Jesus Christ. That was some insane lag there.
Terms that they chose themselves. Terms to the benefit of this house. What if Achilles were to leave his post for the green pastures of Elysium? What then?
I mean, him having the option to be able to go there whenever he pleases gives him more incentive to stay here. If he's not allowed to go there, he eventually resents his post, and then what if he just stops working? Like,
You could find a replacement, but it's a pointless question anyway because he's here. He isn't leaving. He might even do better at his job now that he has increased ability to step away from it.
A naive hope at best. The more you step away from your responsibilities, the less you shall want anything to do with them.
I think you, of all people, should know what overworking is. You're being a bit ridiculous.
Not if those responsibilities matter. I saw Achilles with Patroclus in Elysium next. They're free to be together now, thanks to you. If only you could have seen them.
Oh, I can see them, my child, and I have. And it pleases me Achilles has earned some degree of respite from his servitude, for all his loyalty to our house. For what you have done for him, thank you.
Father isn't going to be thrilled I've let him out of a binding pact.
Your father is committed to his rules, and you released Achilles from his pact according to those rules. There is not much that even he can do about it, save to have Achilles sign again.
Don't see Achilles doing that anytime soon.
Yo.
Time that I headed up to Mount Olympus, though you keep an eye on things till I get back.
Good to see you, Mother. Here, boy. Just as long as one of your three heads enjoys these pets.
Hope you're doing well.
Permit the dog his rest.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Achilles.
Okay, I can't. You this motherfucker.
I saw you voided the old pact between Orpheus and your father. So now he gets to see his wife from time to time?
He does, and I did that. I think we can stand to see a little less of him if it means he can be happier for the remainder of eternity.
You really need to learn to stop meddling in others' affairs. Did either of them even ask your help? I can't imagine Orpheus did, and I'm guessing his wife's feelings were complicated too, from what I know of the circumstances of their final meeting.
Just never do anything nice for people, ever, because they didn't ask you to do anything nice. Like, that's just... Okay, then. Sure. Why don't we all just start killing each other then? Like, what is wrong with you, dude?
What? Orpheus is my mate, then, and I came to know his muse Eurydice as well. We still had feelings for each other, but with no way to communicate.
No, this time I'm on Zagreus' side, because Thanatos is being fucking ridiculous right now.
So you decided to step in. I think my instincts on the subject are just not the same as yours.
Yeah, no.
I know your intentions were in the right place, but you know what? Forget it.
I don't think you have any authority to be discussing morality or anything like that. You're literally death itself. You should stay in your lane and do your job. My guy. As much as I like his character, he's a bit of a fucking tight ass, honestly.
Fan, wait.
Like, you want to criticize me for doing the right thing just because you disagree, and then want to act like he's such a little bitch sometimes, I swear. It's like, just shut up.
Sir, you're back. How was it in Elysium? Was everything alright?
Like, honestly, sometimes he's alright, other times he just, like, just stop talking. Like, it just, he just says stuff and it's so unnecessary.
It went well, lad. As well as I could have hoped. Better than I might have feared. Hey, don't take Patroclus calling you stranger personally, alright? He has less charitable terms for those he doesn't care for.
It just bothers me. It's like, you don't agree with what someone did, but like, it doesn't affect you, so why are you even criticizing them in the first place? Like, Zagreus didn't really do anything wrong. He didn't go and fuck up some stuff that was important. He just helped out a friend that was in a bad position. You know, I don't get what the fuck Thanatos' problem is in that situation.
Come on, Achilles, I want details here. What happened with you two, if you don't mind?
Well, thankfully, your efforts meant that no words really needed to be said when I arrived. He simply said my name. Then we just were. Two souls, together in one spot. The way shades linger. It looks mournful, right? But it isn't always.
That's wonderful to hear. You seemed uplifted in your presence. You must have lots of catching up to do.
Lots of making up for lost time. And finally we have some time to spare. It's odd, because so many of my memories of him are from a time of war. Now we can make new memories, in peace. Anyway, see you out there again sometime, I hope.
Count on it, sir.
Finally.
Achilles, next time you're in Elysium, I thought this might be something you'd enjoy. That you might share.
Ambrosia. Well, I'm honored, lad, truly. Although it's I who ought to be bestowing thoughtful gifts upon you for what you've done for me, not the other way around. And I happen to have one here, on Pat's and my behalf.
Finally.
You have a chthonic companion, and you're giving it to me?
Two more. And then one more. And then it's just Hypnos. That I didn't talk to do so. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. She didn't seem to have anything super important to say. I mean, she's still there.
You know, it must be pretty handy being able to turn somebody into stone. Is that something you can just do whenever you please? Like, I don't know, sticking out your tongue or something?
This dude loves his ridiculous questions, doesn't he?
Not quite as easy as all that, but not so hard. You have to get yourself pretty worked up and picture what you're seeing like a picture, really. And then, whoop, stone statue. It's funny, I used to think everybody could do it.
Probably for the best that we cannot.
Yeah. Alright.
Next already.
Could I talk to...
At least the house seems well enough in order since I saw it last.
But yeah, I mean, that's all the achievements at least. I'll still play here and there, but I think for the most part I'm done. I think I might just like record the rest of it, honestly.
What's that
like,
one there?
Really the only thing I have left. Is getting the relationship maxed out with Patroclus, Achilles, and Hypnos. And then there's the maxing out of the aspects. There's still some side stuff here and there that I could do. Nothing really super important. And of course there's maxing out the companions and everything.
I can't.
But I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. It's about to be 10 when I got everything I really wanted, so I think I'm good there. Let's see. Alright. Let me see what I can raid real quick. Let's see. Let me make sure that he's still gonna be on. I think I should be able to rate him. We'll see. I got a couple other people I can rate, even if he's ending. Let's just go over to him. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I will. This was good. I finally got all the achievements at least. We'll see about the new game. I missed 6 days of streaming, so I'm a bit behind on where I would be, but it is what it is. But yeah, appreciate everybody for stopping by. Also, Aura. Just a friend of mine playing some Monster Hunter. But yeah, should be good. Appreciate the lurkers, people